everyone, I'm Jameson.
And I'm Lakai.
And welcome back to our 5th annual Shark Tank Spooktacular. We've got another terrifying show for you today.
Let's start things off with the fact of the week.
Hey, you wanna go to the movies with me?
What?
You're a monster like me, right?
Yeah, totally.
Let's go.
Did you know people started wearing costumes to disguise themselves from spirits?
I didn't know that, did you?
Back to you in the studio.
Interesting stuff.
Now it's time to see what's coming up here at Vita.
On November 7th is the Vita Annual Color Run.
On November 19th and 20th is the 7th and 8th graders COLs.
Sounds exciting.
Now it's time to see our faculty spotlight.
This week's spotlight is on Miss Bland.
Hi Daniel, my name is Erin Bland and I teach art here at Vita. I teach fashion design, I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th pottery design lab, and I teach 6th grade art. You remember being in my class. When I wake up every morning, I walk our dog Sandy. She's a super cute little white lab. She's about 18 months, so she's still a puppy, so she's fun, but she needs her walks. And I make lunches for my kids, and I get ready and I come on in. My favorite thing about teaching at Vita is how creative I get to be and how much I love making prototypes for students before they get a chance to do it. Like right now, I'm finishing up a leather bag prototype, and then my fashion students are going to get to use the leather sewing machine and all the tools, and I'm able to use my creativity and create something, but I don't have to sell the product. It's more just I get to be able to make a bunch of stuff, and I love how interested students are in pottery. I love that. Everybody seems to just really love that class and really like using their hands for lots of projects. I love this new campus. I feel like it's spacious. I'm not missing that hallway where everyone was screaming. And I just feel like students really rise to the occasion when we're on a new campus where everything is clean. I love that we're still Vita, where everyone's out filming things and creating things. And I really enjoy it here. My favorite food, we have a joke about this in our house because my favorite food is salsa, but everyone in my house says that salsa is not a food, it's a condiment, and I just still stick with it. I love salsa. That's my favorite food. I have a lot of really fun hobbies and a lot of really good friends. We live on a street where all my closest friends are 10 houses away, and we all have kids the same age and dogs. And I love cooking. We went to Italy and France in last March, and we took a cooking class, pasta making class. So I am making fresh pasta and pizza and fresh bread. I'd like to do that a lot, but I like to enjoy time with friends, exercise, the usual stuff. I don't think anything strange has happened to me at Vita, but one of the coolest things that's happening right now is that Miss Laurel, who is office manager, she's just a creative genius, and she bought me leather sewing machines and a bunch of leather. And it sat for a little bit until I was ready, and right now we unboxed it here after the move, and right now one of my students is making a full leather jacket, and so that's one of the coolest things that's happening right now.
Now it's time for a quick commercial break.
Are you a scary creature in need of emotional help? Well, do I have the product for you? Here at Scarapy, we help all creatures of the night with their unfinished business, vengeance, and skeletons in the closet. So how have you been feeling lately? What would you say is the issue?
Ever since I turned into a vampire, I'm not able to eat my favorite food, garlic bread. And I miss it.
It's okay to grieve the garlic bread. Let's take a deep breath and imagine. Bread. Without garlic. Just bread. You're safe here.
You're right. You're right!
And how does that make you feel?
It's okay.
Brains. Come again. Sometimes I feel like no one sees me for who I am. Ah, I see. You've been feeling invisible lately. That must be hard when people look right through you, literally and emotionally. That doesn't help at all. I need to break it to you. You are invisible, Gary. That's kind of your whole thing. I don't need this. Have fun getting haunted, loser. Come on, pick up.
Hello, Ghostbusters.
Hi, I'm gonna need you down here like right now. I'm at the therapist office. This ghost, he just threatened to haunt me. I need him exterminated, like permanently.
Yes, we'll be there in a minute.
Okay, have a nice night, ma'am.
You take
I used to feel like a monster, but now I feel heard.
I do not feel better. Do not go to this place. Someone call for Ghostbusters?
It's busting time.
Bustin' makes me feel good. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Next, let's check in with our very own meteorologist Noah to see what kind of weather we can expect this week.
Hello and good morning, dear mortals. I am Count Chisme, the keeper of secrets. Oh, so juicy secrets. Oh, I can't get enough of the secrets. Here to bring you the weather. For Monday, we have a high of 75 and a low of 55. Ooh, I've got a good one. Did you hear what Sophie Clayton did? Oh, no, I shouldn't say. I'll never tell. For Tuesday, we have a high of 80 and a low of 57. For Wednesday, we have a high of 81 and a low of 60. Okay, well, maybe just a little bit, of course, you know. So, the other day, she was eating lunch, and then all of a sudden, no, it's too naughty for me. Oh, I shouldn't say. For Thursday, we have a high of 81 and a low of 58. And finally, for the spookiest day of all, Friday, a high of 81 and a low of 61. Oh, it's just too juicy of a secret. I must tell you. Okay, so she was eating lunch when all of a sudden she stood up and then she...
Thanks for the update, Noah.
Now it's time to see our Shark Scoop of the week.
This week's Shark Scoop is on COLs.
My name is Ms. Boyan, and I teach 7th grade math. I teach branding for 6th grade and 7th grade, and then I teach 8th grade crime scene investigation. Celebrations of Learning is our way of doing parent-teacher conferences, and they're an opportunity for students to talk about their learning over the course of their year. Celebrations of Vita is the same type of thing, except for it's over your entire middle school year. Celebrations of Learning is for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, but Celebrations of Vita is only for 8th grade. Celebrations of Learning and Celebrations of Vita, they're in groups of 4. So 4 students are all together presenting to the other students and their families. Celebrations of Learning cover their strengths, their growths, their challenges, different goals that they may have, the things that they've been doing throughout their year. Celebrations of learning is different than celebrations of Vita over the time span that they cover. Celebrations of learning is just about that year that they're doing their presentations, where celebrations of Vita is across all 3 grade levels, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And because of that, they're done at the end of your 8th grade year. Well, 7th grade and 6th graders typically prepare in branding rotations. So we give out the template. You might be practicing in your public speaking rotation. With celebrations of Vita are also prepared in public speaking. Celebrations of learning and celebrations of Vita typically take about 7 minutes, the presentation itself. With the whole thing, with your other people there and the families and all the presentations of all 4 people are about 20 minutes total. Preparation for COLs and COVs typically take place like the month before in your rotations and branding rotations and also public speaking. Though 8th graders are given a lot more flexibility to prepare on their own.
Wow, sounds like fun. I know I'll be going. Now it's time for our final Shark Street Fest! Prepare to be spooked. And flabbergasted. Now it's time for Mystic Fortunes with Madame Zeroni.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Mystic Fortunes. I'm your host, Madame Zeroni of the Zeroni Sisters. Let's see what the crystal ball has to say about this week's horoscope. Now it's time to answer one of your burning questions. This week's question comes from Jeffrey67. Dear Madame Zeroni, is there a haunted class in my vida? I don't know. Let's consult the cards. Ooh. Ah. Oh my. No, there is no haunted classroom at Vita, but beware, I foresee a cloud of dark ghostly aura making its way to our campus. Strange things may happen in our future, and the campus will soon experience paranormal activity. The cards have spoken! Well, the mystic hour has passed with the waning moon. We're out of time, my friends, but if you have a life advice question, scan the QR code and ask away. I look forward to reading your fortunes.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Sharks. Catch you on the flippity flip. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh, what happened?
Oh! Look! He's waking up.
What happened? Who are you?
The name's Ziggy. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Georgette.
You fells out of the sky with booms right in the sand. You bumped your heads pretty good.
I was ejected out of my ship by my friend, Kione. We were fighting in space when all of a sudden...
No way! That big explosions in the sky was you guys?
Yeah, that was us. Look, I need to find my friends, my family, see if they're okay. I have to find Kione.
The desert's a dangerous place. You really think you got what it takes to survive it?
Hey, he needs help. We could help him. We should help him. Reunite him with his family. Isn't that what he would have wanted?
You know better than to bring him up, Ziggy.
I'm just saying, he needs us.
Okay, you can tag along, but don't get in my way. Nothing will get in the way of my revenge. Got it? By the way, the name's Zeta. Nice to meet you.
The Shredder stones sound great and all, but how are we supposed to find them?
I think I can help with that.
Ah! Botan! When'd you get back from Jamaica?
Yep, Botan here, super genius inventor, at your service!
You know how to locate the Shredder stones?
You betcha, we can use the Shredder.
What the heck is a Shredder?
The Shredder, or the Shredder Stone Radar, can locate any of the Shredder stones in the world. Just press a few buttons, and you get the coordinates. Cool, am I right?
This is amazing news! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get those stones!
Yep, now all we've got to do is get the studio ready for travel!
Are you saying?
Yep, it's time for a road trip.